Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Volvemos con otro poco más de mascarada, que diga vampir. Y pues nada, vamos a darle un ratito. La sangre del rata no es tan potente ni sabrosa como la de los humanos, pero llenará parcialmente tu barra de sangre. Ok, vamos con Edward Swanson.
I wonder what your last thought.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Ok. Ok, pero vamos a ver qué otras... Mortimer ya está curado. Bueno, en recuperación. Él también tiene la fatiga. También tiene fatiga. Ok, este ya está. Quemar la carta. Ingredientes faltantes. Llegar a la farmacia. Más ruido hacen al caer. Encontrar la causa de muerte. Ok.
I cannot enter.
Ya tenemos 2 para la fatiga. ¿Quién es ese desconocido?
It's locked, all right.
Please, sir. I need help bad.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir. Newton Blight. I've lost my mate. Can't find him anywhere.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. Please, calm down and give me more details.
Oswald and myself were both infantry, sir. We were en route for the hospital, but... well, we had a disagreement. And Oswald ran off towards the...
How long have you been searching for him?
I can't go there. Too many rats by the water. Fucking rats. Can't...
Don't be ashamed, Mr. Blight. Many soldiers who survived the trenches suffer from musophobia. I'll see what I can do for your friend. What can you tell me about...
I'm Oswald's best friend.
Ok.
We served in the same regiment, sir. We've taken care of each other since we came back from the front.
This is a
We were looking for the Pembroke Hospital. We both need help. Treatment, I mean. To get...
What can you tell me about...
His name is Oswald Thatcher. We survived the war together.
Where was your friend?
He went down by the canal. He didn't want to go to the hospital. I think he went to the sewers on purpose. So I couldn't go after him.
I have all the...
Thank you, Doc.
It's locked. Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Do you ever think about that poor
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
You're a monster, Mr. Cox.
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
What did he want? You're a
I'm the top.
How is your...
This is a shitty place with shitty staff.
What's wrong?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, all like that.
What's wrong?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of...
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also...
Have you heard of it?
Blackmail. That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
How long do you think you can...
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully.
We can't escape.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I can say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boy.
I'll leave you.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp...
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Okay.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need weight.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the...
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Okay.
Dr.
These past insufferable weeks, I've...
Who would be so foolish as to threaten?
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward...
If we're dealing...
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral.
What are your
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Please continue.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the...
I'll take...
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman.
My life...
Ok, encontré la cosa. Ok. ¿Será por aquí? que no puedo pasar ahorita ahí. Bueno, vamos a ver otra misión.
Good evening.
I need blood.
Have you heard of any...
I have no...
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so...
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find in...
Do you plan to make...
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say...
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark.
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Good evening. Why do you feel responsible?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Tell me what
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was. The hotel was a shithole.
Did you start the fire?
No.
Why lie?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans.
Reconstructive surgery has been...
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for...
Why lie about...
Come on.
I
don't want to wear...
Hoy fallamos la pista.
Have you...
If you want to know...
Goodbye for now, Mr.
You disgust on every street corner.
Simpletons, these nurses.
Hello?
No respect.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk...
What? What? What?
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr...
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed.
Oh, better than any patient.
I heard there have been some
Blackmail? Wait.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes, just waiting for me to pop up.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. Miss Jones, greetings.
Again?
Now,
Well,
if you could just tell me...
it's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest, coughing up blood, and I get awfully tired. Wouldn't be so bad if...
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know.
Have you noticed any...
It would be a great deal easier to make a list of things.
Come now, Miss Jones.
Have you no eyes? This hospital accepts all manner of souls, regardless of origin. The proper sick cannot hit.
Everyone here...
Thieves and murderers, the lot. People have gone missing here, you know. Poof! Without...
I'll come... The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
And what of my own life?
Good evening, Nurse.
Good evening.
Pepper,
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
What steps are you
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the...
If you feel that saving lives is
Okay.
not useful enough...
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that...
And what about...
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her,
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
she could have been telling the truth.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can...
Goodbye.
¿Por qué está Harriet Jones aquí?
Nurse!
Good evening.
And good...
Tell me, Thoreau, what's...
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there any...
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd...
Have you heard...
If you're running so efficient...
Goodbye. Tell me, Waverly, what do you...
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure. But my young...
Why do you...
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's...
Conservative? And what do you get?
And are you...
Rivalry? I guess you could call it.
No.
Have you heard about...
Blackmail?
Thank you for your...
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Doc.
Tell me more about your arrival.
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure...
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated.
Your son wished...
Are you not aware suicide is a crime? Mortimer could be thrown in jail. I can't let that...
I understand you fear the legal consequences.
All my son needs is help and comprehension. Not judgment and punishment for what he...
Have you heard...
Dr. Reed, are you...
Of course not, Mrs. Goswick.
Well, go be curious somewhere else.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening.
I'm okay.
Have you heard?
No.
I have to go now.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Have you heard talk?
No.
Goodbye for now. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
All I have to offer is a...
Good evening. Have you heard... Pardon. Tell me the truth about your appointment.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir. But I rose to the challenge.
Do you realize how many soldiers died?
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reed. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded.
You can't
You're absolutely right, sir. But as a field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reed. Does that not say enough about Tria?
Bueno, si salvó vidas está bien.
Of course.
Ok, tenemos la sangre.
That's what you do with leeches.
Bien.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Why do you have such a...
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult...
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words.
Have you heard...
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed.
I'd like to see your...
Wise choice, Dr.
¿Cuánto cuesta la escopeta? Ah, 315 esta cara.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Ah, ya.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed, and...
You're exhausting yourself.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos.
Nurse Brannigan...
She should not have told you that.
You don't have to blame her.
I'm not that kind.
Have you heard?
I have...
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
It's only a matter of time before the Pembroke closes its doors.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals, or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
La escuderas. Ay. Tarda mucho en cargar.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Okay.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here!
I'm Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newt...
Yes.
Good. Now leave this place.
Ya me trabé. Vampire. Ok.
This is despicable.
Oh, caray.
What sort of creature is this?
No manches. No, estoy listo para pelear contra eso. Creo honestamente que no es momento de pelear contra esa cosa. Ah, no estamos listos. No, gracias, quiero vivir. No manches, otra vez. Todos son nivel 11 y así yo soy 5. Chale. Yo digo que chale.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Ok.
It's locked. It's locked.
Vamos a evolucionar porque ya nos están dando en la madre todos. Okay. Nivel referido 6. Ok, vamos bien. Somos nivel 9, eso es bueno.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Annie.
Vamos a hacerse el hijo, no me cae mal.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
I have
Thank you.
I think you should talk to your mother.
Thank you.
I've read your letter.
There's nothing more to say, really.
The world.
How can we repair the world?
I have...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening.
Mortimer is extremely vague.
As you say, Mortimer had no reason to die. All he said to me was that he wanted to make the world a better place.
Why did your son...
I think it was more that he could only see the melancholy fact.
What do you think he meant by making...
Mortimer has always been a sensitive soul.
I have read your son's suicide note.
He threatened to kill himself a few times before. But I never thought he would dare to
Punish you?
I've known for a long time he was not happy with his life. But I always hoped he cared enough to avoid...
You realize your son...
I think about it every minute.
You're right.
I can't give up on him.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Vamos a comer la señora Gosnick.
Waste your time with me.
Creo. Eso suena medio feo, pero bueno. No, todavía no, pues estamos listos. Pero entonces, ¿de dónde podemos ir? A ver, déjenme pensar un momento.
getting close. This one's a top. It's on it! It's on it! Die, vermin!
Vamos a ver si podemos mejorarla. No, todavía no. It's on to us! Die, vermin! Ok, lo logramos. No manches, nos dan solo 5 de energía. Stupid! Mine! Oh, ¿quién es este?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break 1 or 2 of your bones, just so you remember.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my...
I saw many men like you during...
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about...
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right?
What can you tell?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us.
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time.
More efficient? Really? You should probably...
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky.
Goodbye.
Oh, fuck.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
¡Ja! Me mató de un golpe, no puede ser. Pocas cosas que pueden matar a un vampiro después de que me metieron una putiza.
Good evening.
Who are you?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then?
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money.
Good evening.
Hello.
What can you...
I'm a businesswoman.
Gang member and shopkeeper.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite...
I like people who know what they...
I'm not interested in a career...
Fair enough. Stay away from us, then.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one.
You're quite...
I'll...
What can you...
You can't trust any...
Really?
Bastards. All of them. This...
You sound like you're...
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a map...
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck...
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your...
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk...
I'm not that easily shocked.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put...
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed.
The bastard killed one of us and
What happened exactly?
I don't know.
So you have
no one messed...
And your
Violence is an efficient tool.
So you decide who lived?
Yes, Doc.
Goodbye, miss.
Listen to what the idiot had to say.
We're at the wet boots.
You...
Tell me...
One of us had been killed, so we had to...
There has to be...
No, really, one of us got killed, so the...
Are you so heartless that you could...
Have you looked around recently?
Do you know Edwina?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox.
You have not, Aunt.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I was just being polite.
Don't like questions. Or
What can you...
A shithole filled with maggots.
Are you thinking...
No. Hate them all. Especially...
Is there no one?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least unlike most maggots, he...
What's your...
I take care of my mum. That's what I do.
You seem upset.
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking...
Sometimes...
I just want her to smile. No.
Goodbye, Miss.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr.
Why?
I work at the Pembroke...
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people.
I'll leave you. Hello, boy.
Hello.
Did I scare you?
No, it's just...
Well, I won't.
My name is Rufus, sir.
What can you tell?
It's all about staying out of trouble.
Why do
they call me Rufus the Curse? Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever...
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is...
What do you do?
I listen to the news on the dock, sir.
Do you have a...
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what.
What do people...
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists.
So long.
Faltan por conocer varios.
Good evening.
You remember? Cool. Thank you. What can you...
That's not...
Who? How is it?
Well, since everybody needs a drip...
I see. So you get
Or something like that. Nothing that a few...
Since...
Well, perhaps, Doctor.
How could a physician help you?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarry.
Doctors aren't immune.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're something...
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone.
How is...
Well, since...
Sabrina, see...
I like her too. I really do.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger.
Goodbye, man. Good evening.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me?
Don't take it personally. I spent...
Yes.
I'm Dyson Delaney.
What do you do?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slow.
You sound very sad.
That's because I...
Don't you...
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there...
How dare you say such a thing?
No reason at all to reduce...
Let me tell you a story.
All right.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people.
Okay.
Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts.
You lost people you loved.
I've lost everything.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find them...
Is there anything in particular that...
How dare you say such...
Why?
Cynicism is the polite way.
No reason at all.
Let me...
Another... Surely you must have had...
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change. And to change for good. The bigger the...
Sounds like you were...
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new...
Do you really think that...
No. I believe we all...
I want to know...
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still...
No. I hope...
Do you believe in...
I do not believe in much anymore.
Inebriation...
Yes.
Take this.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy...
Goodbye.
Welcome back, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts. Evening.
What?
I'm much...
Welcome back to the...
What?
People don't...
You look...
This is a bad...
If you...
I got response...
This place...
We get people of...
So this...
Yeah.
Your...
Yeah.
This place...
We get...
This place seems...
We get people...
Excuse my curiosity.
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and a called...
I'm...
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in...
Sabrina.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it.
Who's mocking?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk.
Does Tom?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further.
Goodbye.
A ver, ok. Vamos a hacer... ¿Cómo llegamos arriba?
Look lively! It's all... What you say?
You're a pig, one of them! Steady, boy! You've got one of them! Just kick and tag! Spotted! Watch out, boys! Fuck, it's fast! No!
Vamos a ver si ya podemos mejorar la...
I cannot enter.
Okay.
Easy with it, boys. We can deal with this vermin.
Vamos, vamos.
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary. This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
Ok, ya tenemos esa. La escasez de productos es esa. Ya ves la condición.
Look out! Vicious fucker! Watch it! It's a killer!
¿Y dónde tengo que poner las flores?
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
¿De dónde saco flores?
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Good. Yeah. Goodbye, Mr. Fish. It's locked.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Pues hay que dárselas a Tom, ¿no?
Welcome back.
What can you tell me about...
That's not...
Who?
Shauna.
Why does your weight...
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women...
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she...
You attempted murder.
I was given an order.
Why did you...
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have...
So you were...
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but...
Why couldn't you...
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You refused to kill him because you want...
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. A selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different.
Why not leave town and start...
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are.
Do you think that...
As long as poverty and fear run...
Don't you feel...
I made peace with my violent past.
Tell me.
I tried to kill...
So you mean your customers know about...
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have...
Do you think prison...
I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad men.
But do you feel cleansed?
All I know is that I'm a...
You lied to me, Tom.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought...
That was devious of you, Tom.
I apologize, Doctor.
Here is your booze. I hope...
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are...
Goodbye.
Drinks just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
You still work?
There's gotta be something can be done.
Tell...
He proves it to me.
And you don't think he...
We can all do...
Where you will...
That's the first...
That it's a... Most people...
Not me.
Goodbye.
Not long, I should shut the turquoise for a time.
¿Y ahora qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
¿Qué?
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
He didn't deserve this.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney. This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked. From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard. It's locked. Good evening,
Yeah.
Goodbye, Evening.
Evening.
Are you alone? So you have no...
No.
This city...
I've known work.
Why do you think she...
I can't say, sir.
So long, Rube. Evening.
Evening.
So long. Good evening, madam.
You best come.
I'll leave. Good evening.
Hello again.
Tell me your feelings about Booth's belief in monsters.
It makes him look weak in front of the boy.
You don't believe he...
I don't care what he saw or not. All I...
Good... I know you...
They are. I know, I saw one.
Tell me what you...
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and...
You could have imagined all that.
No, Doctor. That night
Are your...
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know...
Goodbye. Goodbye. Good.
Hello again.
I managed...
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. Oh.
I'm afraid those...
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes.
Okay then, Doctor.
Goodbye. Good evening.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say.
I have retrieved...
Great.
I also found the corpses.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
Have you no remorse?
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reed, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour.
Could be right, Dr. Reed.
Tell me about your victim.
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many?
It's not like I keep records.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims?
You seem pretty calm.
We're not talking about...
That right? Well...
Did you take...
I take no pleasure from it.
This rape...
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better.
Don't you think you should seek help?
No. And don't dare speak about me to your...
Why is your...
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me.
I understand you love her, but can't you see...
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I understand your mother's situation.
It might be my mum's wish that I end up swinging from a hangman.
Goodbye, Miss... Good evening, madam.
You best...
Evening.
Evening, Mr.
So long.
Pues creo que sería todo por el día de hoy, amigos. Nada más evolucionamos para que se guarde y ahí lo dejamos.